Good day and welcome to SCO BRICS Insight, where we look at what's really going on in the world of the BRICS. Now, as you're all aware, Russia is the largest country in the world. Its coastline is washed by 12 seas and 3 oceans. It's connected to the Atlantic Ocean through the Baltic Sea in the west, the Black Sea in the south, the Arctic Ocean in the north, including its seas, the White, Barents, Kara, Laptev, East Siberian seas, and it's washed the coastline along the north. The Pacific Ocean and its seas, the Bering, Okhotsk and Japanese seas are all in the east and the Pacific. All of these seas have an abundance of fish in them. The fish plays an important part in the Russian diet, and they eat a large amount of fish, not only just from the seas, but from the rivers and the lakes, from this famous Caspian sturgeon to the Pacific salmon and onto the Barents Sea cod. In fact, there are so many species that are eaten in the country, and every provincial supermarket has a serious amount of fish on display, and indeed even have live fish, lobster and crayfish in tanks that you can buy. Now, it was recently announced that Perestroik, which is one of the largest Russian retail chains, has made a significant breakthrough in the realm of direct partnerships in fish. For the first time in the history of retail, it's entered into a direct supply agreement with one of the largest fish producers, the Russian Fishery Company, and the fish processor Abydos, to provide the product directly to the chain under the Люди Любят trademark. By the way, Perestroik means in English crossroads, and the brand Люди Любят translates to people love. Now, before I continue, I'd like to make an appeal. If you like and enjoy my videos, you can help me fund the channel and my website, scobricsinsight.com, to further develop them. You can do this by making a small donation, which is done by clicking on the thanks button at the bottom of the video screen. Everybody who donates does get a personal thank you from me, and I'm thanking everybody who has donated in the past, and I thank you all for your donations anyway, and for watching. Now, the innovative model of direct interaction eliminates the need for distributors, as well as several stages of fish processing and storage. Now, this approach also preserves the product's quality, which Perestroik emphasises in the hope of increasing consumer demand. Now, a few days ago, the parties to the deal summed up the results of their first cooperation. Now, their first trial run exceeded expectations. Sales of pollock, which is usually in low demand, increased by 30%, and Perestroik in 6 months, precisely due to its sale under the brand People Love. Now, X5, the group that owners of the supermarket chain, plans to establish a similar scheme with other fishing outlets for other types of seafood, and analysts are confident that other retail chains will follow Perestroik in making direct mass purchases from fishing companies, with subsequent orders from processing from fish factories, which will increase the production of fish products and have a fresher, higher quality raw material. Now, from the sea to the counter, the agreement on the joint work between X5 and the management of Perestroik and the Russian Fish Company was concluded in March last year. Now, the agreement concerns direct deliveries of pollock caught in the Barents and Okhotsk seas in the amount of 1,200 tonnes, running to the end of 2026. According to the agreement, the Russian Fishing Company vessels are to catch the pollock and process it at sea into skinless fillets, which are then frozen. The third party to the agreement, the veteran fish processing company Agenzia, packages the fillets under their People's Love bags at different weights at the request of the supermarket chain. Now, the supermarket in turn has undertaken to deliver this pollock to its stores in 46 regions of Russia, and it has a total of 972 stores. Now, the collaboration has led to a significant surge in sales of this widely caught but not that popular fish variety. I mean, historically, the Russian retail sector is primarily engaged with the manufacture of finished products and distributors without direct interaction with fish harvesters. So this new approach is outlined by Alexandra Sukhareva, who's the director of Ultra Fresh Produce at Perestroik, aims to ensure comprehensive traceability of fish from its catching to retail. Now, according to Savily Karpushin, who's Director of Strategy and Commercial Affairs at the Russian Fishing Companies, He notes that pollock undergoes numerous processing, repackaging and storage stages, which often results in a bland product that lacks proper flavour. He states that the modern fleet of the Russian fishing company enables the processing of freshly caught pollock into fillets at sea and the subsequent shock freezing. Now this ensures that the texture, taste and nutritional value of the wild white fish are preserved. And Monomoklu has also expressed satisfaction with the experiment. The fish section in the chain is a priority area, with sales in 2024 showing a 25% increase compared to the figures of the previous year. Now, the company's been working towards this objective for some time, implementing various strategies such as promotions, expanding the range of fish and fish products in collaboration with processors, and increasing the segment of ready-made fish meals, as well as strengthening its cooperation with restaurant chains. Notably, the sales of pollock, which typically experience seasonal fluctuations, has surged by 33% in the chain stores and has reached over 230 tonnes in the spring. And that's according to their press service. They also assure that the volume of fish supplies under the agreement with the Russian fishing company will be double this year. The retailer is now considering launching similar projects. They said, we will continue to expand cooperation along the fisherman processor network chain for other types of fish, such as commander squid, pink salmon, sockeye salmon, cod and red caviar. Collaboration between the participants in the fish chain is set to become the new trend in the Russian supermarket. I mean, according to Andrei Karpov, who's the head of the Association of Retail Market Participants, the fish section's always been a headache for retailers because there's simply nowhere really to get large volumes of quality fish. So working directly with fish producers in order to get large volumes allows the retailer to control its quality at all stages of the processing, storage, transportation, and basically till it hits the store, which is impossible when you're working with distributors. This approach provides retailers with a guaranteed volume of fresh fish for subsequent processing or sale, and it's likely that other retail chains are going to take up similar strategies, which will reduce the costs and improve the product quality. Now, from a commercial perspective, the fishermen and fish processors also benefit from guaranteed sales volumes in their enterprise workloads. I mean, according to Alexander Panin, who's Director General of the Russian Fish Union, they now need to focus on securing a place on the shelf more than ever. Fishermen's costs have doubled in the last 2 years, and they partially pass these on to processors, while the cost prices also increased by a third. Consequently, retail prices for fish products have grown and will continue to grow, which will have a restraint on their consumption to some extent, but the better the quality of the fish, the more people are actually going to buy it. And that's the way forward with new types of products, brands, recipes, packaging, etc. I mean, so partially the problem is the processors lack the financial resources to invest in new projects, so there's a lack of investments in new projects. That's going to change, obviously, with the supermarkets now in a direct interest. I mean, fish production was down 5% last year from 3.8 to 3.6 million tonnes, and that was just without the lower catch. I mean, revenue of all fish processors, though, did actually grow by 8%, reaching 240 billion rubles, which is about $3 billion. And that's driven by an increase in costs and up prices. I mean, between 2022 and 2024, the average cost of frozen fish rose from 200 to 240 rubles per kilo. So the profitability in the industry has been declining for years. It's gone down from 68% in 2021 to 23% in 2024. And processors is down from 19 to 9% over the same period. And that's because the intense competition has led to a decline in the number of fish processing enterprises, and they've reduced down to 2015 from 2024. Now, in response to these challenges, the fish processors are exploring innovative approaches to meet consumer demands, as they're looking for options for cooked fish over the raw options. Last year, the production of frozen fish decreased the most, while the production of fillets and surimi increased. The production of frozen fillets went up by 5%, while the simple frozen fish at whole was down by 12%. So it looks like those who are not restructuring their production and involving new types of products in their are going to go at the wall. I mean, Agama has launched a new line of ready-to-cook line of ready-cooked food, paella with seafood, cod with mushroom sauce, etc. And Meridian intends to increase the profitability by expanding its line of meals and fish-based snacks. Another fish processor, Europrom, has placed its bets on surimi, which is popular with consumers, and it's recently launched a new snow crab rolls and a roll with cod and corn. So you can enter the segment of ready-to-cook food salads with new packages, but you'll have to be ready to play the long game, according to Jana Petish of Europrom. New products in this segment do not win the hearts of buyers as much as manufacturers like, so it's necessary to balance between new projects and products and a main assortment. So as long as the basic assortment of high quality fish is available and the taste and quality are allowed, then they're going to keep their customers happy. In any case, new products serve as an additional way to attract the attention of the target audience. Now, there's various initiatives as part of the retail chains, and I say every supermarket has a fish section, and that's even in places like Ufa, where we are 2,000 miles in any direction from the sea, yet the fish counter here is tremendous. Anyway, so that's what's happening in the world of fish in Russia, and unlike Britain, where your fish and chips is a luxury item, here fish is pretty affordable and it's pretty delicious. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks.